As COVID cases are dropping in most parts of the U.S. now, many frontline workers are reckoning with how the pandemic has impacted their lives. It turns out that a few medical professionals are collaborating with Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Mary Gauthier to weave their profound experiences into song. Special correspondent Jared Bowen of GBH Boston reports that Gauthier, who will release a new book in July, Saved by a Song, The Art and Healing Power of Songwriting, says the effort to make these caregivers whole couldn't be more important. The story is part of our ongoing arts and culture coverage, Canvas.
It was a tough year.
This is a moment to heal the healers. 5 members of the emergency department at Boston's Brigham and Women's Hospital gather on Zoom to write a song.
And what my goal with you today is to just kind of get what's going on and find a common thread that you all share.
In a 2-hour session, they'll revisit what they ultimately describe as the darkest, most uncertain year of their lives.
It just keeps going.
Contending with the virus that ripped through their ER. Walking them back through it is Nashville-based singer-songwriter Mary Gauthier.
What's it been like? And just kind of throw some words out or experiences out.
It was a year of a lot of dualities. It's like, you know, like we were close, but we were supposed to be alone.
Fear. I had a lot of fear. I remember walking up the hill some days and think, you know, give me the courage to get through this day.
I think a lot of us are in some ways kind of sad by the fact that it may not ever go back to normal.
That is a great place to start. I really resonate with Will It Ever Be Normal Again?
Burned out, scared, I couldn't slow down.
The effort is called Frontline Songs, and since September has been happening across the country as small groups of first responders and healthcare workers process the pandemic in music.
So the process is really therapeutic in the sense that people are coming together as a group.
A physician specializing in trauma, Dr. Ron Hirschberg is one of the co-founders of Frontline Songs.
I find that when someone's words are reflected back to them, and there's that validation through a song, can be powerful.
I always say that songs are what feelings sound like.
After decades of recovery, songwriting, and 9 studio records, Mary Gauthier is a living testament to the power of music.
When we're dealing in trauma, we can feel very removed.
Well, what is it that music can do to help on that front?
Melody is so powerful. I think it comes into our ears and then radiates through our heart and soul. I think it's a matter of feeling seen.
Back in the songwriting session, the memories continue and begin to coalesce.
Because we all experienced the hero aspect of it in the beginning, but then after a certain number of months, when everyone got used to it, we then became like people who were exposed to it all the time. And so you wanted to change your scrubs just so that if you left the hospital, people wouldn't look at you and say like, oh, are you carrying it or do you have it on you?
Oh, so let me see. They called us heroes. We were looked up to and revered. And then we were looked at as contaminated, removed and feared.
It looked a lot like therapy.
Yeah.
Was it therapy?
Yeah, it became therapy, I think.
We spoke with Chief Resident Dr. DeMarcus Bayman after the songwriting session. A sometime songwriter himself, he says the process was a revelation.
To really step back and say, oh my gosh, I didn't know you experienced that. Like I experienced something similar. And connecting to that just made me really appreciate how hard it is to wake up every day, be a great human and be a great colleague, but then also have your own, personal experiences.
That is a refrain Gauthier has heard before. She collaborated with war veterans for her 2018 Grammy-nominated album, Rifles and Rosary Beads, stemming from the similarly minded program, Songwriting with Soldiers. How did that begin to shape your approach to this and what you really gleaned from that?
I think learning how to listen, learning how to not insert myself in the story. I have no more experience as a soldier than I do as an emergency room doctor.
Does it ever become hard for you to have to ask these questions?
There's a line. I can tell by feeling it out where to go and where to be really careful.
And then suddenly, a tailwind. An anthem emerges, as the group steers the song into a hoped-for return to normalcy.
I was listening to her, play the chords, and she switched it up, and she really found, I think, the essence of what we were all looking for but didn't know, and that was her brilliance.
In under 2 hours, the group finishes the song. Like other Frontline songs, it's been recorded by Gaucher to live online for the public and to be an enduring marker for its co-writers.
For me, even if I have to cry or get through it, it is a way for me to really identify and process how I'm feeling.
Wow.
Oh, that's really nice.
For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Jared Bowen in Boston, Massachusetts.
We welcome that song and we look forward to her book.